Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Hey, Shalom to the Akim and the Akwati. I'm going to be watching the video. Alright, this is Brother Awar. About to hit you with a video on a statement that President Trump said. And after that, we're gonna get some scriptures. Alright.
Hey everybody, Christopher Green, AMTV, Alternative Media Television. It is an amazing time in American history, really world history that we're living, and commentary that I think was very overlooked by the President of the United States I want to talk about today. It was absolutely bone-chilling what the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, said specifically. Talking about involuntary confinement, that's a quote, involuntary confinement of said individuals that the state, this is like Minority Report, Hollywood movie, they're going to black bag you, throw you into a van and kill you. Okay, this is pre-crime type stuff. The president said that they would consider involuntary confinement.
We must reform our mental health laws to better identify mentally disturbed individuals who may commit acts of violence and make sure those people not only get treatment, but when necessary, involuntary confinement.
You see that? He said when necessary, involuntary confinement. Right? What's involuntary confinement? That's when they forcibly take you and confine you, or they put you in jail. All right, lock you up in a FEMA camp. Right, those things are coming to make it real soon. But what they're ultimately trying to do is use anybody who makes posts on certain things, is they're gonna use that as a reason for them to come and get you, to say that you're a potential threat to society, right? And that's what they're gonna use against you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, for spreading this truth. And now they're even saying, going as far to say that they're going as far to say that what's it called, conspiracy theorists are a threat, and that's what the FBI says, right? It says FBI documents warns conspiracy theories are a new domestic terrorism threat. So they'll look on people's social media platforms, see what they're liking, see what they're posting about, and that's gonna give them a reason to come in involuntary confine you, right? You already know that the FBI has a list of people who they deem as terrorists already, right? And you see all these Edomites, you see white supremacists on that list as well as Hebrew Israelites. But the funny thing is that a lot of these Edomites be posting about and following Trump and his views towards minorities, but they be posting it, right? But they don't care, right? So that's how you know they're mainly trying to use it for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right, so let's go get Revelation 2. Two and 10, and it says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." Right, and is Satan gonna come down himself and take you by the hand and put you behind bars and throw you into the prison? No, it's at that time it was the Romans. Who are the Romans? The Edomites, right? They have the power to cast people into prison, right? So the scriptures is calling the Edomites the devil, right? Which is a so-called white man. That's the devil that's going to cast you into prison, right? It says, "Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life." So that's what's going to happen. Some of them are going to be tortured, right? They probably, and even in 2Esdras it says, what's it called, that they offer you up they offer you food that's sacrificed unto idols, right? Here it is, right? Asking about when the kingdom's gonna come, right? It says, start at verse 8, Matthew 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And you see the state that America is getting in. A lot of companies and businesses are shutting down, and people are losing a lot of jobs. Right, a lot of people are dying on opioid abuse. Right, it's not as vibrant and fun as it used to be. It's just sorrowful and hellbreakings everywhere. A lot of you see next year is about to be hell because there was a lot of flooding and the crops the farmers didn't get to grow a lot of crops, so there's gonna be a lot of food shortages, a lot of earthquakes and disasters that the Most High has brought on this place. So people lost their homes, and a lot of land's been destroyed. And it says, verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Right, so some of us are going to be afflicted when they get caught up in that involuntary confinement, whether this is before the martial law or after or during, right, and shall kill you. So some of us are going to get killed, right, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, right, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. Right, so that's how you know the time is coming, and at that time we won't be able to be on the street corners. You don't see Israelites on the street corners preaching no more. It's in Amos 8:11. Right, so you know the famine of the word is also coming real soon. They're trying to censor anything and everything that doesn't go that isn't with the norm, the norm that they put on the news for everyone to see. So it says, behold, the days come, saith the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it. And that in those days, all those people who wanted to walk by and didn't care about the Israelites on the street corners prophesying to you, telling them to repent, then they're going to want to repent because they're going to need it. They're going to be faint in those days. Right? And it says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, because these words are comforting. Right? These promises and these things, understand the things that we understand now is what's going to keep us stable. Right? It's Isaiah 33:6. You have to have faith in these things. And we'll get a precept for that as well. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. The wisdom and knowledge, the wisdom of understanding the law, statutes and commandments, the promises and the prophecies that's going to happen, and the knowledge of having the testimony of Yahweh Shai, that he's coming to save you if you stay faithful unto him, even unto death. Right? That's what's going to keep you stable, right? So the people are going to be fainting for not hearing the words, not hearing the gospel anymore, right? When they had the chance to repent and they didn't want to hear it, but when they need it the most, that's when they're gonna want to hear it, but they're not going to get to, because the Most High is going to take his men off the street corners, right? But that's how the Most High wants it anyways. The Most High likes to catch people as a thief in the night. Unless he had mercy on you to wake you up from before him. It says Isaiah. No, you're supposed to go to Proverbs. All right, it's in Proverbs 29 and verse 18. It says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." So they're not going to have a vision in those days. All they're going to have is the way that society is going to be run at the time, where there's the police and the military are going to be rounding people up, putting them into detention centers, FEMA camps. There's going to be martial law. There's going to be no money. There's going to be poverty everywhere. People are going to be dying left and right. Right? They're going to be rounding up Hebrew Israelites and people and killing you. Right? Robbing your houses. There's going to be civil war going on. There's going to be race wars going on. Right? It's not going to be a good time, and all you're going to have is And then there's going to be a mass microchipping to try and get people to get in order again. Right, to try and that's going to be the vision for people. They don't see nothing else for this place. And then watch what's going to happen when they realize that there's going to be World War III going on, and then this place is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. So you imagine that this is all they got. This is the only vision that they have, which is America and Canada, and that place is going to be destroyed. So they're not going to have a vision. They're going to just follow whatever is given to them by the government. Right, that's going to be their vision, which that vision is going to be failing constantly in their eyes. So they're not going to be stable in those days. That's why people are going to be robbing one another. They're going to be resorting to eating unclean things, right, killing one another, doing whatever the government tells them to do. Right, so where there is no vision, the people perish, and people are going to be dying in a big number in those days. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And the servants are going to be happy in those days, because once the immediately, just like it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days is when the Most High is going to send his son to save us. Right? Not everybody, only 1/3 of the children of Israel. Right? Right, this is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand for the children of thy people. He's going to stand for the children of the Most High's people, not everybody. Right, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Right? So you gotta know the time of Jacob's trouble is coming real soon. It could come anytime now. But you gotta understand these things are gonna be happening real soon. They're gonna be rounding man's up, taking us off. Most High's gonna have to take us off the street corners real soon. Right, so we got a little bit more time to keep pushing this word. You gotta stay a little bit strong. So pray for me, man, and I will pray that the Most High constantly has mercy on the 1/3 and all of us out here. Right, so 2Esdras 16. Where is it? Oh, I think it's like closer to the end. Right, and it says, 2Esdras 16 and 68. We'll read through unto 76. 2Esdras 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And that's going to be these Edomites and a lot of these other nations that are coming up against us, because right, we're going to be hated of all nations, right, during all this trouble. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. They're going to take us, right, and they're going to offer us things offered unto idols. Feed us with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. So no matter what trouble you go through, the Most High is saying, if you consent to them, you're going to be found in derision. Right? And derision is trouble. It's distress. So you gotta remember this. You're reading what's going to be happening. You don't want to be the people who are going to get caught up in 2Esdras 16 to 69, and you're the one being consent. You want to be the people watching to the people consent, or if you get, no matter what happens to you, don't consent to it. Otherwise, you're gonna be found in worse derision than you are before. And as you look at what the Most High says, and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So no matter what, don't consent. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Most High. So that's why I say in the time of Jacob's trouble, because there's gonna be a lot of trouble throughout the whole earth and in all the cities. Right, but then people are going to mainly be turning to those that fear the Most High, right? The children of Israel, the 1/3, the elect. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Most High. See, like, people are going to be getting jacked up, but the main focus is going to be those that fear the Most High. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. That's what the Most High is doing this for, to try us as gold. refine us, and then when we come out, we be found worthy for the kingdom. Right here, O ye my beloved, saith the Most High, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Right? We have to be tried first and delivered out the same trouble. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. Right? You might be a little scared. You not even might be a little scared. A lot of us probably gonna be scared same way, but you remember how I said, fear him that can destroy the body and soul. So you gotta have your fear for the Most High above everything. Don't either doubt the Most High. You can be if you're afraid, don't doubt the Most High, or otherwise you're out. For the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts with the Most High. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. All right. Let's get John 16, and that's it. That's all we need. Right. This ain't talking about the Christian church. This ain't talking about the Christians. Because Yahushua said, first let's get this. Yahushua said he said this to the Jews. And what was said to the Jews had to be said to the other 10 tribes that had to come back into the fold. This is John 18 and 22. Is it 18 20? Yahushua answered him, I spake openly to the world. Right? So he said he spoke openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue. So the world that he's talking about is the world that was in the synagogue and in the temple, whither the Jews always resort. And in secret have I said nothing. But there's people there's people living on the west side of the earth right now. Right? And there's people who Yahushua didn't minister who didn't know. Right? So it isn't. So that's what he means. He didn't hide no secrets, right? He spoke in parables to a lot of them Jews, and they were wondering, asking why. The disciples asking, why are you speaking in parable? Right? Right. So let's get John 16. Start at 1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. Right? They shall put you out of the synagogues, right, our houses. Yet the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. Right? And the Christianity is the leading religion on the face of the earth right now. Right? And with so many different denominations. Then you got Islam too. So there's gonna be people killing the Jews, the Israelites, you Latinos and Native Indians, as well as you Negroes. Right, and they're going to be thinking they're doing the Most High service. So how could this be talking about some Satan worshipers who don't believe in the Most High anyways? There's going to be Christians thinking that they're doing the Most High's will, killing us. Right? That's how deceived they're going to be. And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. And it's those same people who ain't going to be keeping no commandments, because let me get 1 John 2 and 4. Where is it? He that saith, there it is. Right? 1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. And he that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. So there's going to be Christians killing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, thinking they're doing the will of the Most High. Right? Because there's going to be I believe there's going to be a decree that's going to come out during the chipping, that's going to have the place people in a little bit more comfort again, and they're going to say that the Most High wants all these racist, evil Hebrew Israelites to be destroyed, to be murdered. Right? And that'll set peace on the earth. That'll put everything back in balance. I believe that along those lines is what's going to happen. And then, so it says, verse 4, but these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them, and that these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. Right? So, these things, that's what it's starting. You can see the things, those who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see are starting to see these things getting ready to play out. All right? So you gotta get ready, because the beginning of stars is coming. Okay. It's like raining out here too. It's like the setting for this. All right. So with that, I want to say Kal Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right. And Shalom.